The first card is a Ten of Cups reversed. I have a King of Wands. I have an Eight of Swords. This is Justice. I have the Shadow side. Three of Wands. Eight of Cups. A Page of Swords. And then a Six of Swords. Okay. Very interesting because I've noticed these swords coming up here. That's the first thing I'm picking up from looking at your spread. This Eight of Swords is the sword of confusion, chaos, being afraid to test your limits. Sometimes this comes from not just chaos and confusion, it's also a card of fear. You know, being afraid to stand up for yourself, being afraid, doubting yourself more than anything. And then you have Justice. Now, Justice is a major arcana. It does have a sword here. And whenever you see the sword, an Ace of Swords, swords represent our intellect and our judgment and our psychology and the way we perceive reality and the way we make sense of our world. So Justice is the card of fairness. And sometimes it can actually mean legal issues as well. So when we get here to your future, just to give you, just jumping ahead just a little bit, we get this Page of Swords here. And whenever you have a Page of Swords, this is the card of truth, a message of truth, understanding truth. Sometimes it can mean an important discussion, having a talk. And I get the feeling, because this is followed by a Six of Swords. Six of Swords is the card of traveling. And sometimes it can be emotional healing, that you're emotionally recovering from a bad situation. You're getting yourself to a better place emotionally. Okay? And just getting away from whatever is holding you back. Okay? But it can mean actual travel over water. For those of you who watch a lot of these tarot videos, you know that the Six of Swords can mean some type of travel. It means forward movement, and it can mean a new job, a new home, a new experience. Okay? So I'm getting the feeling, just from looking at your swords, Pisces, that there might be some important decisions in your relationship where there is going to be change, especially with that Eight of Cups. Your cups are also, you only have two cups here, but those cups say so much, especially since they represent water and they're your element, because you have a Ten of Cups reversed, an unhappy home, an unhappy relationship. And then in your future, you do have an Eight of Cups where we are emotionally letting go. We're moving forward. We're letting go of things that are not making us happy. And it's for a good reason. Okay? It's about getting healthy and doing what you need to do to be happy. So I pretty much outlined your future already, that for some of you, there are going to be some transitions. It might mean a breakup for some of you, but I get the feeling that there are relationship issues that I'm seeing here in the past that are coming to the forefront, especially with that shadow side or the devil right here in the middle. And some of you might feel, I can't go through this anymore. I feel I'm being held back. I feel that I need to stand up for myself, which could be the Justice card. This is about fairness and balance and doing what's right for you. So I've just basically given you the outline of the reading. But the two major arcana cards, you only have two. So that Justice card with the shadow side, Justice is confronting the devil. It's confronting an energy from this shadow side that's limiting you and keeping you in bondage and keeping you confused, which is why I think that Eight of Swords showed up for you. Okay, that I get the feeling that emotionally, not only do some of you feel trapped and confused, but some of you might actually feel a little beaten up and taken advantage of in this relationship. So that draws my attention to these wands here, this very strong King of Wands. And kings, they rule, they conquer, they have authority here. So some of you Pisces with the flowing water are probably in conflict with someone with a lot of fire. Fire energy, it's controlling, but it's very quick, and it's just all-consuming. And then we have a Three of Wands, where, once again, Three of Wands, they're about a card of making plans and having expectations. But I think it's interesting that this Three of Wands, this person is looking towards the shadow side. He's facing the shadow side. And the position of the cards, who's facing what, and what direction the cards are pointing to or looking towards, is very important in tarot. Because some of you might be attached to someone, even if they're not fire signs. And usually in our astrological chart, we're a little bit of everything, So even if someone is not a Sagittarius or a Leo or an Aries, we still have this intent of fire. This is usually a card of success. It means planting, making your move, and making plans towards success. But at the same time, this shadow side, there's a direction towards the shadow side here that tells me that maybe someone wants to control the relationship. They want to be in the relationship, but only if it's on their terms. So these wands seem to be, this fire energy from the wands seem to be in conflict with your water in your cups. And these swords that are showing up around the shadow side here are sort of telling me the mental and emotional conflicts that are going on. And so you and this other person, for some of you, it's been quite a long struggle. Once again, you find yourself not happy. And maybe this person isn't living up to your expectations, that you see a future for yourself as well. You see yourself going places. You want to take it to the next level. But this person seems to be passive aggressive. They want to have it on their own terms. In more intense situations, some of you emotionally are very much connected to someone, but at the same time, you find yourself constantly walking on eggshells. You don't know if another argument is just going to break out. You don't know if this person's going to disappear again. Okay, so I'm reading a couple of different situations in these cards here. That might apply to some of you Pisces, because these cards are not just giving me one situation. For many of you Pisces, all you thousands and thousands of different Pisces with sun signs for Pisces, this conflict with the fire and the struggles that the swords are telling me, these struggles are playing out in different ways, but the general thing that I'm picking up is that some of you in the future are going to be letting go and making changes in your life, and you're not waiting around for anyone. Okay, it might get too much for you where you say, all right, I'm ready to move on, okay, for myself, not for anyone else. So I'm shuffling for the outcome card. Okay, and your outcome card is a Three of Pentacles, which is pretty interesting because you don't have any pentacles here, which are earth. And as you know, pentacles are a stable energy. And whenever you get three is a magical number because it's the joining of two forces to create a third force. This is usually the card that's about focus and hard work and doing things for yourself, using your gifts, trusting yourself. And it's also about the opportunity to do something new in your life. As far as relationships, pentacles are about the interpretation that I have for relationships is sometimes it can mean two people coming together for good and supporting each other and putting in the hard work of a relationship. And sometimes it has a little bit to do with friendship, but it also means being supportive, counseling. Sometimes it can mean getting counseling, but it can also mean taking the relationship to a new level where you're actually working at it. Okay, and trying to achieve new things with the relationship. But I kind of also see that considering this Eight of Cups and the Page of Swords, and then we have traveling, I see you actually trying to rebuild yourself. That's more than anything what I'm trying to get here. That you need to find your own happiness first before you go back to this relationship or before you continue this relationship. It's almost as if I'm seeing a couple who say we really do need to do something. We need a change here. And so this three, as you can see, this Three of Wands is calling the shots here. But when we get this Three of Pentacles and when we get this earth energy, this more stable energy, it seems like there's some relationship work, that a change was needed, adjustments are needed. And for some of you Pisces, it could actually mean you deciding to work on a new relationship or look for a new relationship. So this Three of Pentacles is really a good energy for your outcome because it means that you're going to, at the very least in your relationship, for some of you, you're going to look into new solutions, new directions for yourself. You're like, I can't do this anymore. I need to do something different now. And that Three of Pentacles, whether that other person is going to help you or not, either way, it means that you're definitely going to be taking a new direction and start seeing yourself and applying yourself in different ways in the relationship. You're not going to be the doormat anymore. You're not going to be dealing with the shadow side. You're actually in this relationship, you're emotionally taking a break here and finding out what it is you really want and taking a new direction. Okay, so Pisces, that was your reading. And I want you to know, as you know, my schedule is crazy, but a number of people have asked me if I give hourly readings. I used to give hourly readings, but I really did have to limit my appointments because sometimes I had to balance shorter readings, like, maybe 15, 30 minutes. But I am bringing back a longer reading. It's the Grand Romany Tarot reading, and it is basically an hour reading, and I put a video up for the month of September telling you what it is. So if you are interested, I'm opening up a few slots in my schedule for a couple hours in the evening and also on weekends. And so you can find that out once you watch the video. But I am offering a new service. It's a very extended reading. It's the Grand Romany Tarot reading, and it gives you guys an opportunity. This is a phone reading. I don't do this by video. So for those of you who want the 1 hour readings, you might want to check that out. Okay, so it was wonderful hearing from some of you as always, and I apologize that everything's so chaotic right now, but I will have a new schedule, and I will be able to do more readings on the weekends and in the evenings as well. So take care. I hope you're going to enjoy your new fall weather out here in LA. We have a heat wave right now. So for those of you in cooler weather, I hope you're enjoying it. And I will see you on YouTube, and I'll see you next month. I wish you love and light.